Cool. Yes. All right. Let's start.
Not flattering. Makes my tits huge.
Great, Joe. Great way to start our video. No! I hate you. You always do this right as I click record. Hi, welcome to Jojolion 101, where I will hopefully cut out Joe's blunders when we started. It's been 2 months, and looking at this bar of pages, I can already tell you I'm going to be 28 pages. I can already tell you I'm going to be disappointed with this week's length, at least. Because I need more Jojolion in my life, and I had to wait 2 months for this one. But hopefully the content is still good. I do want to bring up, last time we also did a live recording, which is what we're doing today, and then a small reaction at the end. Last time we did it, there was this weird thing where the version that we had was completely different in the final 2 pages, especially, than the version that people got on like Reddit, for example. And I couldn't get a straight answer on which one was more accurate. The one that seemed more confusing to me was the one that the Reddit people were reading. But then like the actual translator came out and like clarified why he made certain decisions that he did make. So I don't know. Rai could have used the spin. Maybe like it was explicitly the spin.
You mean Josuke?
No, Rai. He made the spin on his string to demonstrate how Josuke's bubbles work.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And then there was also this line about like no one can perceive the head doctor versus no one can even see it with their stands. And I was like, why do their stands matter? Anyways, all right, we're gonna read 101, and hopefully we're all on the same page as far as these translations go.
Welcome to Jojolion. Welcome to Intro to Jojolion.
Endless Calamity Part 7, Within the Maelstrom of Calamity, Pull in Hope. What's weird here is that, like, this page is smaller on our screen, but there's no dialogue, so it's all good. It's just Toru. I do like how he's...
narrating thing in the top right.
That's so small, I can't even read it. We can probably skip the narrating thing. But it's probably just setting the stage. Because it has been 2 months. I just like how he's interacting with wasps, because he is a human wasp child, after all. Yeah.
2 chapters ago.
What started these life reads to begin with was fucking wasps, and here we are again. Alright, so...
Oh, wrong one. Woo!
Toru...
Look at him.
Huh. He is beckoning the wasps, and then I'm guessing he's creating stone around his hand to block their stingers.
Yeah.
Or is the stone always there?
Or his stand is activating at the same time he is, kind of deal. But
it seems unlikely, because then the bees should be getting like sniped out of the air by like tiny water droplets and shit.
It's true.
Back to head doctor though. What? And bubbles are bleeding.
No, they're piercing through Rai.
Right. Like... Yes, it's the big bubble that pierced through Rai's stomach last time.
Yeah,
it passed through his suit. Okay, this is interesting that they're addressing this. I was wondering why it would pass through the suit, but not like pierce through it. No, multiple pages are shitty on this. What's up with that?
I don't know, man.
Oh, that will not do. Why can't they just fucking... Hold on.
Can't they just do it like a normal ass person?
What the fuck? Technical difficulties. Okay, here... Okay, I managed to isolate the page. I believe you're Josuke.
This is crazy! Mamazuka-san!
So there are soap bubbles that can't be seen. Is that what Mamazuka was just saying? Indeed. I can't even... Sorry. The way that these pages are formatted are really throwing me off. What is this? Then is this some ability of Josuke's that even he himself is not aware of? But regardless, he's still inside the calamity. And this is Toru thinking now. And
Yeah.
Mamizaku has self-destructed. Self-destructed. Just past the back entrance of the
Back entrance to
garage.
the garage.
Just
Just
on
on the
the
other
other
side.
side of the door.
Big bro Jobin is lying on the floor covered in blood. Big bro Jobin is dead. The Kashkana family is totally fucked. Even Saguri's body is all messed up. Everyone else is in there crying.
He's not dead. Don't you dare say those words to me, Joshu. Oh, that's still you.
Yeah. And it's all my fault. All because I'm so useless.
Oh
I
no.
stood there and didn't do anything. I couldn't do anything. Help me, Dad. Damn it.
No.
Nothing. That goddamn thing. I couldn't do shit. Fucking anything. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Joshu.
You got one more line there.
No, it's just Joshu.
Please listen.
No, that would come after you. Joe, you don't know how to read manga?
Oh, there's a bomb panel here. It's my fault. Damn it.
Yes. Joshu, please listen. An enemy is coming here. All of the bad things happening right now are because of a stand attack. And that new Rokakakaka fruit, the user of that stand is coming to take it for himself. He's definitely going to be here soon. Someone is going to come for that fruit at the last moment. Find Josuke, please. Let him know what's happening here. We need to get in contact with him.
Josuke. And where is he right now?
I don't know, but please, you need to do something. We need to get in contact with Josuke and or Mamizaku-san. And there's Toru just peeking. Okay, he's seeing the conversation.
Yeah. Yasuo-chan. With all the stuff going on in my house now, it seems pretty likely he's already been attacked wherever he is, don't you think? He could even be dead. And if even your Paisley Park can't find him, how am I supposed to? Does he even have a phone on him? I'll protect you. We don't need that guy.
Uh-oh.
That's why I came here. You understand, right, my little strawberry?
No, there's no time. Please, Joshu, now's not the time to flirt with me, you little creep. Your
Hey,
voice
you
for
are.
Joshu is way too normal for how
I
sniveling,
know.
but it's fine.
Hey, your arm. Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. I think I'm going to pass out. We didn't, we didn't mention this earlier, but like the front page is Yasuo's just chilling with her arm gone. That might be her new design now. She might just be armless for the rest of the part. That's fucking rad, dude. Amputee waifu, let's go. This is
like
you.
I said,
Yeah.
like I said, my little strawberry. Look closely, right here. There's already 2 of them. They've grown.
Okay, cool. I've been wondering like why they keep
Wait.
showing 2 of the Rokakakaka, and I was wondering if 2 of them had grown or if like the smaller one wasn't viable, but I think there is legit 2. Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't help my father just now. It was pathetic. It was my fault. I was in such a panic over what to do. I felt like I was going to lose my mind. But now I have to do is crystal clear. I'm not scared because I'm the one that's got the new Rokakaka.
Huh? Whoa, cool looking Joshu.
If you eat this, it should definitely help you. It'll fix your arm, right?
And then Toru's just like, what? I don't know why the what is in quotations. It's just an Iraqi-ism. Does he maybe not know what the grafted Rokakakaka does?
I don't think he does. I think all he knows is that it's supposed
powerful.
to kill people. Yeah.
Interesting. Eat it. Eat that.
By Weird Al?
New Rokakakaka? No, I can't. They still shouldn't be fully ripe yet. It's too early to harvest them. And what's more, we still don't know too much about that plant. Yeah, that's true. We still barely know anything about it.
Well, this big one at least looks ripe to me anyhow. It's equivalent exchange. Kiryu Shikage used the branch of this fruit to do equivalent exchange to become Josuke. That's basically what happened, right? A fruit grew from that branch. The only way to heal you is for you to eat it.
Interesting. I'm not gonna question too much how he knows this. I'm just glad that they exchange information from time to time.
Mhm.
But maybe there's an explicit scene
There
in
might be a
which he's
point,
told. Maybe Jobin talked about it in his big villain speeches a couple months back, but I can't quite remember
maybe,
it.
or Josu was in some room and we just completely forgot about a panel that he might have been like listening in on or something.
Yeah, it's
Like
true. I
it's been
it could
so long.
it could be something we see, but I can also buy it. Like if it's not
Yeah.
explained, I can because he knows about Paisley Park, so and
Hmm.
like Josuke also knows about Paisley Park without there ever being a panel where Yasuo explains it to him. So you can assume that this small group of main characters exchanges information here and there.
There's
Um,
also that whole point with vitamin C. I'm not sure if he was in the house at that point,
no,
but that
he
might have
was.
been.
I think he was drained like immediately in that arc. Like he got like flushed down the drain.
Yeah.
All right.
And if this heals you, my little strawberry, it should heal Dad too. We can go heal him next. We'll still have a little one left over. I'm not gonna let anybody die. I can heal Siguri-chan too. It should be even able to cure the family disease. I'm not gonna be disgraced anymore. I'm gonna save everybody.
This is really cool because like this is his big hero moment and he's nailing it, but I think he doesn't have the information required to do the right thing. It seems like he's
Yeah.
being too hasty here despite the like this is a big character moment for Joshu, but
If
I think he's gonna fuck it up though.
Yeah, I think he also doesn't understand like the cost that's associated with this fruit.
Yeah. I mean,
I so
I'm not 100% sure myself to be
right.
fair.
So I think that even makes it worse.
Yeah. Is someone there in the thicket?
No, I've been hearing that for a while. It's just the wind.
No, there is someone there. Someone's no way. Could they have been watching me for the whole time? The user. Okay, that was like he's doing thought bubbles with the structure that he does for narration, which is the squares. But that was
Which is weird.
Yasuo there, which is weird. Uh, maybe this is a good thing. Them just eating one of them. Okay, back to Toru. See, this is a normal thought bubble,
Yeah,
and then it's back to narration. Them just eating one of them. It's
yeah.
true. It is an unknown new fruit. Maybe I'll let them eat one. I'd like to be sure of this. It should continue to bear more fruit, and it won't change the fact that Hirose Yasuo is still inside Wonder of You. Okay, so
Still
like
inside.
interesting. Maybe
That's
within
interesting.
a range, you know, the Wonder of You doesn't work outside the large range,
It's
but
a
she's still
huge
within.
range, anyways.
Yeah.
uh,
Okay. She's looking at the fruit. Wait, Joshu. If I eat this fruit, it'll do equivalent exchange? Hmm?
hmm? Yeah, I said that already. I know about the new Rakaka too, you know. It does equivalent exchange to fix injuries and stuff.
And stuff. Yes, but not exactly. Basically, it'll be with someone. It'll do an equivalent exchange with another person. It won't turn anything to stone. That's what the new Rokakakaka is. I love it. I love it being like recontextualized here, like restated that this is
Yeah.
like an equivalent exchange between two people, and that the benefit of it is it won't turn anything to stone. I like this.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I know. In other words, with me,
Huh?
I told you I'm gonna protect you. I'm not scared anymore. I made up my mind. I'm totally okay with it. Doing an equivalent exchange with you, actually. I'm
Oh
honestly really
no.
happy to.
Oh no.
I could be of some use to you, and we could become one.
Mm,
If I do an equivalent exchange with you, Yasuo-chan, I'm sure it'll be sweet smelling, gooey, and slippery.
what?
If your body might exchange with another, it might create a bond way better than sex.
Oh no, 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 no. Yasuo, I think that's Yasuo delivering a
No, I
couple
think
of
that's
weak
him.
punches.
No, I think that's him. That's his bracelets.
Oh yeah, so he's still aura-oraing himself.
Yeah. I ain't scared. I'm 100% okay with this. Don't worry about me, my little strawberry.
Oh my god.
Also, do you think you eat the new? Also, do you think you eat the new Rokakaka on your own little strawberry, or do you think we both buy into it? What sort of form should I take? You think this is a good one?
Hold on, what? What? Joshu, What are you doing? What do you mean new form?
Your body and my body are going to do an exchange, right? We gotta stick them together. What position do you think would work best, huh?
Uh,
What?
uh, this guy's lost his mind.
I can't tell if this is you or is Yasuo or Willer at this point.
It's both. I have become Yasuo. Okay, so what's Toru doing over here?
He's breaking a bush to distract them.
Yeah, okay, it seems pretty explicit that he's like distracting them here. Interesting. He's like, I'm not about to let. I might be the bad guy, but I ain't about to let rape happen. Toru, good guy Toru. I knew it. No one could. No one. No, could that really be true? The user, he's here. I'll have to watch how I do my gasps, lest I get too sexual. He's been there since the beginning, hiding far back in the thicket. He's been has he been watching the Higashikata family and me silently since the beginning? But no, that sounds ridiculous. But it's possible. The one who's been hiding out there all this time. The one I've been waiting for. The one I've been waiting for to help me. Toru-kun. Uh-oh.
Grab fruit. Fight.
So what Yasuo is referring to here. Hold on, I'm not on the next page yet.
Okay.
What Yasuo is referring to here. She saw Toru in the cams, right? She saw that he's the imposter.
Yeah.
And she didn't have time to call that emergency meeting, but she's piecing together that like, okay, he's the stand user, and I've been waiting for him to save me, so I'm fucked. So I guess maybe the fruit is her only option, but oh, she's the one who ate it.
Yeah. Yasuo-chan, did you just bite it?
Whoa! She's whamooing through his legs. Oh, this is gross. This is.
This
fuck.
is. Oh God.
All right, here we go. I was able to zoom it in. It
right.
looks so blurry. All right, what do they do about the
strawberry.
formatting this time? It's not usually this bad, but
Yeah.
little strawberry. Okay, that's you, and they're merging.
I ain't scared. Oh my God, there's a little hand.
Oh no, it's like a Deadpool where he blows off his hand.
Yeah.
He's got a little baby hand that he jacks off with. No! Oh, and his hand got shriveled up. Yo, this is fucked.
Body horror part.
Toru just like, okay. Alright.
No way. So then the equivalent exchange. Hey!
She's still biting.
I didn't think this through enough. Yeah, right, you didn't. My right arm. No way. I can't believe this. It's freaking disappearing.
Yasuo's determined. It's time to go fucking kill Toru, my boys.
Yeah.
Alright. Felt like a short chapter, but so much happened. I'm down for it. That was a good chapter.
I love. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright,
Her
what you got?
fucking determination faces going on here.
He's
Like
got-
the last 3 or 4 pages, like her face has just been like, it's time to go.
Yeah,
like I'm done.
Yasuo looks determined.
Yeah, especially that panel or that page where she bites it.
Yeah, I really like that page. So like she took matters into her own hands. I'm thinking Joshu was hoping that his alright, explicit time here, that his penis would merge into her vajayjay, her Vegeta. And it's not quite how it turned out, bud. That is okay. He had me going for the first half. I was like, yeah, Joshu is being heroic, but he's gonna fuck it up from lack of knowledge. No, Joshu's being heroic, and he's gonna fuck it up because he's a fucking loser. That'll never change. Even okay, I'm wondering then, is Joshu gonna get like a big JoJo style like redemption? Because it's seeming like a no right now.
I could see it where Toru comes out of the bush and is like, hey man, I saw what happened. How about I help you out?
Ooh, you think Toru could come out and like try to pit Joshu against Yasuo?
Yeah. And be like, I can get some more fruit too.
Oh no, look at this panel. Is he doing tongue flickies? Is he red-o-raring?
I think so. Yeah.
Joshu! You dog! Yeah, they really faked us out with like him biting it. I really did think it was him. That's cool, man. So this chapter had a little bit of Josuke and head doctor stuff. Let's go back and discuss that briefly because I think
Mm-hmm.
the takeaway here was the soap bubble. There are soap bubbles that can't be seen, and that it,
I
it
think,
went through his clothes but pierced his body.
yeah, interesting.
Which makes
It's almost,
sense. If you go back and read last chapter, it did seem like some of those bubbles just kind of came out of nowhere at the end. Um,
yeah.
Granted, they're all around the room, but like the way that they were showing up felt off to me. So
Mhm.
it seems like they go invisible.
Could could the spin and steel ball run only if no? Could it could affect non-organic things? Correct.
Like I think of this time where Gyro used the spin on his chest to like harden his chest,
Yeah,
to like block a
yeah.
hit. The clothes was wrinkling
Or
with
make
him.
his legs flat. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, or making his legs flat. We don't talk about that one. That one is some fucking Johnny carved himself out of wood.
With his fingernails.
um, Interesting, but like that was him channeling the spin on a ball. Maybe
Yeah,
this is
but
this.
he could. But this is a bubble. It's a ball, kind of. But
Yeah, okay, right, but maybe because it's string theory based, it can transfer the spin uh without like the physical spinning of the bubble. Like the steel balls have to physically spin to transfer spin. uh
well, if I showed you a panel like 2 months ago, I don't know if you remember it, but Ryan, when he originally saw the bubbles, was like, "Oh, the bubbles are just constantly spinning."
yeah,
He mentions that,
yeah,
and so I think that's part of it is that the bubbles are constantly spinning, and so I don't know. Maybe there's like another layer that's like a bubble on a bubble layer kind of deal.
I don't even know what that would mean, dog. Maybe they're just spinning at such a high frequency that we can't see them. uh
Not even stands can see
Not
them.
even stands can see them according to a certain translation
Just
where I'm like,
stand.
okay, I guess Star Platinum would be able to see things other people can't. I guess. um
uh,
yeah, it's like the spin here is feeling like Rasengan. Like, you know how Rasengan like can
yeah,
pierce whatever you're hitting to hit through the back.
yeah.
It feels like that vibe. So maybe that's what they're going for here. But we'll have
Hmm.
to wait and see because the bulk of the chapter, of course, was the other side of the encounter, which is the Toru side.
Yeah. I'm
And
glad we got back to this, by the way, because
yeah,
it's nice, especially with Yasuo, because she literally was like left just dying in the fucking driveway for like 4 chapters, and we're like, what's going on with her?
the way we're bouncing back and forth through these sides of the fight, I feel like it's perfectly paced. We'll spend
Yeah.
one or two chapters with the Josuke portion, and before that,
Hmm.
we spent like one chapter with Rai alone, like almost like him in the prison, and then we spend 2 chapters with Jobin a couple like a while back. Now we're back to Yasuo, so I feel like in old JoJo parts they would do the story before and after a fight,
Yeah.
um, and like the fight, of course, would tell the story a little bit, but the big plot progression would come from before and after each fight. But here, Araki feels like more of a modern mangaka, where like it really doesn't
Hmm.
feel villain of the week, even though it still is. And this
But
started with Steel Ball Run, but I feel like it's really apparent with Jojolion with like it's just a narrative that has action now, as opposed to
yeah.
fight story.
Hmm.
I don't know. He's doing it well. I think
And I
I'm
feel like
super into it.
this conflict is designed in such a way that both half of these, like what's going on, is going to be maybe affecting the other, or they have to be resolved simultaneously. You
I feel
know?
like they will have a simultaneous climax. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, because it's definitely like we know more about Wonder of You, but now there's there's a throwaway line in here, not a throwaway line, but he says they're still in the Wonder of You,
Yeah.
which is interesting, which means he could maybe designate an area that calamities just happen, but that doesn't seem to make sense.
That area
Uh,
must be large because Josuke
yeah,
and Rai are also in the Wonder of View. So he could be
right.
saying they're like in the spell of, that kind of connotation
Yeah, yeah. I can see that too. Like they're still like in
under
pursuit
the
mode.
effect. Yeah,
Yeah. So
interesting.
I'm really interested to see what
I
Yasuo does next after this.
what I think
Like who
this
does
has to build up to is Toru might need to be close to the Wonder of View to like activate like maybe its full power or something. I feel like what it has to build up to is them being like drawn back to each other so both parties show up at the same time and finish the
mm,
fight off. I feel like that would be a good conclusion because like it's not like it's two different enemies, it's the same enemy, but he has a intelligent other part, which is
yeah,
the stand, right? So it's
yeah.
like if Josuke killed the stand first, then like Yasuo doesn't necessarily have to worry about like defeating Toru, you know? So it's like
Hmm.
I feel like you have to draw them both together and take them out both at once for it not to be like narratively disjointed where it's like, okay, the tension is taken away from the other
Because
half
we
because we killed
yeah.
Toru before the stand or something.
It'd be really dumb if his stand could affect himself.
Like
Does
if
that
he
make sense?
pursues himself.
Yeah, if he
Uh,
pursues his stand.
I don't know if it'd be dumb. There's other stands that do that, I think.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Like the
Uh
Dragon's Dream.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh so I think what's gonna happen, Yasuo is gonna go in and we have to remember this flashback that was happening because everyone was okay within the next hour and a half or whatever it is.
Even shorter, I feel like, yeah.
So and
Tsurugi.
Tsurugi is gonna be okay. Uh I think Joshua has his hands. Uh
Yeah, okay,
uh
that's noteworthy. Joshu did have his hands in the flashback. Wait,
yeah.
that's a big mindfuck then, because then he has to eat the other fruit. But
He could he, he could bolt on another hand. Like with Nut King Call. Maybe he cuts out Toru's and just bolts his on.
oh, what if he has Yasuo's hand?
Oh.
Yasuo's severed hand, and he's like, like he's got like a girly hand, and like I don't trust that power to Joshu, but that feels JoJo like to me.
Mhm. And Yasuo has this one manly hand.
Well, no, she has like an equivalently exchanged. Well, yeah, would she have like a manly hand? I mean, it looks just like her arm.
Yeah.
I feel like it was equivalent exchange more in the sense of like absorbing your body part to regrow mine. Um,
Yeah.
which
But
it's yeah.
what's interesting here is well, we're still on about this fruit that we didn't see, but the fruit only took away what was missing from Yasuo and replaced it and gave it to her from Joshu. It wasn't like a full fusion, you know?
The fusion
Uh,
must have been plant plus sacred ground then.
Sacred ground and maybe dead body. Like it's you fully have to take everything from the other person and put into that person,
Maybe
right?
there's like three conditions for the fusion.
Yeah. Which makes it a little bit better because now there's not a risk of like having another fusion just randomly
Accidentally
happening.
happen. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
right. If it was just the fruit, then we would now have a fusion person
I
with like
re- reading this in my head, reading this, I was just like, what if they fuse and they literally become Koichi? Uh,
what? That'd be sick. I want them to be as short as Koichi too. Like no explanation, but there he is. There's the boy, and he does the pose from the opening.
he's short. They're both tall people.
They're
And they
both
just
tall,
come
but
down.
he comes out short. It'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Uh, but that I think it's good because there is now viability in this fruit other than like because previously before we've only seen this fruit do the complete exchange and you're a whole new person. Um,
Yeah, I feel like I finally understand like the
mhm.
significance of each of the sacred items in this part. So you have normal Rokaka Kaka will heal a
Right.
body part but stone up another one in return.
Mhm.
A The sacred ground can be used for like burial rituals, but I think in conjunction with because like it can be used to transfer the curse away. Is how
Yeah,
the sacred ground works.
and give stands.
And
I
give
think that's also
stands,
part
I
of it.
suppose. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
devil's palm, like we got that
yeah,
explicitly said a couple
yeah.
chapters ago. The
Kind of.
grafted Rokakakaka will do
Yeah,
equivalent exchange between two people, and then if you
people.
combine equivalent exchange with two people plus burying ritual, you get
Yeah.
the fusion of two people. And I think that's how we delineate like each of the different
Mhm.
things.
I I think what's interesting about this part is that in most JoJo's parts there is a kind of healer element to them.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, that's
I think
interesting. Yeah.
so. It's now instead of the healer being a party member, the healer is kind of like the MacGuffin of the plot,
Yeah.
essentially.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah. Uh, which and in addition, we also keep in like our stand arrow of like, oh hey, this is how you get stands. I think the Jolion just is so much well crafted in terms of like how it's operating,
It
in terms of
it has the most interesting world
yeah.
in JoJo's, which I really like.
Weirdly enough,
While still
that
having like a it's everything I love about JoJo's, where it's a mundane setting because it's just a 2011 Japanese
yeah.
city with some weird Juji Ito earthquake beings in the ground,
Mhm.
but don't worry about those. But then, like
Yeah.
with Rockmen and the MacGuffins and the
Mhm.
organizations in this town, I'm just so into the setting of Part 8 Morio.
Yeah,
Well,
it's great.
it took another Morio to dethrone original Morio as the best setting in JoJo's. So
Yeah.
there you go.
But I think also on top of that is the fact that they're so interconnected. Like you mentioned, like feeling of the week, and it is like in this part,
Yeah.
but those villains are connected in some way, and it's revealed later, but they are working together in some mean fashion, and it makes sense of how they're operating and what they do.
Yeah, the chapter where they explain the delineation of the doctors and then the Domaka
Yeah.
gang, which is just like the brooders, the brute force of the heads, which are the doctors. And then
Mhm.
you spin in how Ojiro fits into that, and then you got the Higashikata family and the allies, and it's all of a sudden it's just like a big circle was formed around this cast, and everyone fits in this circle. Even Carrera, who I doubt we'll ever see again, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's really cool, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
In other parts of this chapter, there really isn't much other than the decision. Well, the big two things here is Yasuo got her arm back. We Yasuo now confirms that Toru is in fact the stand user. She
as
doesn't
if
know.
it wasn't clear enough, but like someone in the party knows it now.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess she can piece together that he's also the head doctor. I guess at that point, if it's the same stand activating.
Yeah,
Uh, so that's but and Joshua lost an arm, and I don't know where that's
yeah.
gonna go.
He's
We'll see
got to
what
get
happens.
it back within the next hour.
I,
Jobin needs to be well. This
okay,
is tricky
okay,
now. Okay, because one thing we know for sure:
mhm,
Norisuke is still in the body bag, so he was not fruited.
yes. So here's what I think may happen: is they heal Suguri somehow. It might be an equivalent exchange between like Jobin and Suguri because I can see that happening.
Surugi.
Sarugi, sorry.
Say it with me. Let's go.
Sarugi.
There you go.
But that makes sense if it's Jobin and Sarugi that does it because the whole point of this whole arc is essentially Jobin trying to get rid of that disease or
Curse. Yeah.
curse of the father or grandfather having to like give up their life for the next firstborn
Yeah.
every time. And so in a roundabout way, in trying to avoid that, Jobin now has to sacrifice himself for his son to keep his son alive.
That's interesting though, because in the first chapter of Jojolion, Araki says this is a story about breaking
Right.
a curse, right?
Right.
And at first, that didn't seem obvious what that means, but it does seem like he's still working towards that theme.
Yeah. So, but and that also might be true. They find another way to do that, but I think either way, I think Jobin is going to be the one that's going to be transferring the rest of his life essence either into Tsurugi or into Norosuke.
Mm.
I That's why I think it's gonna happen.
Well,
It's
I'm gonna doubt it's Norisuke because he's already in the body bag.
right, but they could be that they're taking the body bag to the cave with Jobin, because then you have
Yeah,
the
it could be,
walleyes.
but you're missing the part where Sarugi is doing it. So that means he was
Right.
healed somehow. So I think that must mean the second fruit is used in that way, or he just got over it for a little bit and he's fine now. That'd be kind
That could also
of like a non-climax to that plot line.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of
I
a
s-
letdown.
I still think they use California King Bed though to erase the other three's minds.
Yes,
I
if
still,
that doesn't happen, that Araki dropped like an easy touchdown right there.
yeah, because they're acting way because they all saw what happened, and they were acting way too like Kato.
Yeah. Okay. Kato exists.
She exists, so she might also fit into this equivalent exchange portion as well. That's another body on the table.
True. True.
But I don't see her doing that because she's the one that murdered a child for her son.
But like, okay, can the ground do I mean, the ground can't do an equivalent exchange like that, but then again, it can. That's the one thing that
Yeah.
confuses me is the Higashikata ground's specific properties and rules.
I think the grounds open it up between exchanging it between people, and that's what makes the Rokaka being able to do that because it's on that ground. Does that make sense?
Maybe. Maybe like the Rokaka, and we've mentioned this in previous podcasts. Now that I remember it, the new grafted Rokaka Kaka is equivalent exchange on the go. But if you're doing
Yeah.
it underground, it's like double equivalent exchange, which equals fusion. So maybe
Yeah.
they're just both the same thing, possibly.
Yeah. So it might be. I don't know what she's doing. She's still hanging out in that hammock while her entire family's being murdered. But, you know,
She's been there this whole arc.
yeah. But that's someone else that could work their way into this, and she has her own fucking space
Yeah.
stand.
Yeah. After all, she is the granddaughter of Valentine. That's what I'm going with.
Trying so hard.
Yeah.
But this is I feel like the setup to the next like phase of the fight.
Yeah.
You know,
It was
where,
a
like,
good
the
setup
last-
chapter, though. I really like this one.
Yeah,
I
the
mean, what
last
else is new?
three. Oh yeah, the last three chapters were set up for the. We basically had set up for Jobin and Head Doctor in the house, and then we had set up for Josuke Rai and Head Doctor in the hospital office room, wherever they are currently. If they're in the hospital.
Yeah.
And then we have, and now we're setting up for Yasuo and maybe Toru now in the house as well.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah. The big lingering question is, Joshu seems to think Jobin is dead. Like, maybe Jobin's just fucking dead. And
That would suck.
man, my boy got done dirty. But at the same time,
Oh.
like, he's already had such a good character to this point.
Hang on. So remember, there was a moment where Norisuke and Mother and Child, I'm throwing out ideas now, where in Mother and Child, Norisuke is like, hey, you're like, what, 15 now, and you haven't turned the rocks or whatever? Are you okay?
That's because they already did the exchange with the dead boy.
Right. So now this is his turn to do the exchange with Jobin, kind of deal, the same Jobin. But once again,
like yeah, like he didn't have to do it back then because Kato murdered a child.
Yeah.
But he like it's all come back full circle and he has to do it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Potentially.
Because they mentioned that he's not dead. Like they specifically mentioned that when they on that chapter after Jobin does all that, they like he's still alive.
Yeah, Norisuke is in critical condition but alive.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot if Jobin's mentioned in the flash forward.
No, he's not. That's one of the big things is that we don't know where Jobin, Josuke, or Yasuo were.
Yeah, at that time.
Yeah.
Kiyo's gonna show up from the backwaters and be like, I'm still in the story! And then she'll save the day. And then fans will cheer everywhere because they want their Kiyo back.
Yeah. My Okiyasu.
Yeah, where's my female Okuyasu biker girl?
All right, that's all I got. I'm done spouting
I think
theories.
that's good. That's a solid 40-minute talk we did here. Good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope y'all enjoy and join us next month, as we'll probably also do another live reaction and review. Definitely a
Hmm.
review, if not. There
Yeah.
will always be a review, but probably like I'm liking these live reactions, so we'll
Hmm.
likely do one next week or
It
next
all
month.
depends on my schedule and
Yeah,
my life.
yeah. All of our schedules.
Yeah.
We're big
All right.
boys. All right.
Some of
Goodbye.
us are.